Alright everyone, hello there, welcome to P2 Plays, a place where we play card games, video games and energy games. Apologies, my mind is like scattered right now. We have 17 people playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, but anyways, our round one is Gage and Gary. Well, we had them last week playing, but we had Earth Machines, or Machine Good Stuff from Gary, depending on how we wanted to say it. And we had Gage playing Adamant. Hey, look, Gage playing more Adamant, and Gary this time pulling out the Guru. The good Guru. You can't go wrong with that Guru. But anyways, like I said, we have 17 people here, so we are going to hit the 5-round mark. I strongly believe we are hitting the 5-round mark. I believe 17 up is hits the 5-round mark. So there is a buy happening out here as well. But anyways, it's time for us to start our round and begin our great fun. Alright everyone, welcome to round one of this, I believe, 5-round tournament. Long day for me, especially since I will be taking tomorrow and not streaming it because I will be recording it though for you all. But I will be doing 9 rounds of Digimon tomorrow, possible 9 rounds of Digimon tomorrow, as the Ultimate Cups begin. And also, by the way, Digimon also released all the regional events, so I'm really happy. So anyways, Gage is going to go first here. He's going to start off with a Rock Season. That's going to go into the 𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵, and then that's going to come out the Kikamura Supplier off its effect if a Rock Monster leaves the field. So he's going to banish the Roxy's going to banish the Kikamura Guardian, and then that's going to allow him to draw a card. And then the Roxy's going to resolve its effect. That's going to bring out a Dropsies, and then he's going to then be able to get the Kikamura Guardian. I guess he's not going to go through the Kikamura Guardian effect there. He must have searched out the supplier, must have gotten the Guardian, and then just banished the Guardian off of that. So anyways, he's going to go into Bow Wow Bark with the Dropsies and the 𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵. Then that's going to come out another Roxy's. Again, he can't trigger the Roxy's effect again, but he also gets 1,000 life points off of the Dropsies. Anyways, today our players are playing for some mats. I'll show you here if we get some time. But anyways, we have Garnet Granite coming here as well. Garnet Granite's going to remove one material here to allow him to add a rock-type monster to his hand. So that's going to get him Adamantipator Researcher. The Researcher, of course, is then going to be able to special summon itself to the field, thanks to the fact that he owns a non-Adamantipator rock monster. So here comes the Researcher. Then Researcher is going to affect. Gage is just giving his opponent a chance to cut his deck before the excavation here. Again, look at top 5. He can special summon any rock monster. I think. I don't know if this one can do Adamantipator. So, anyways, he's going to just summon the in defense position the water rock. This one is, of course, used to help the Andrite activate his effect, his quick effect to negate a card on the field. Again, you have to have a water type engraved to fully resolve that effect. So anyways, it looks like he is going to go for a synchro play here, looking to be a 6 because I think Researchers are 2. So that's going to be Rapti effect again, looking to excavate the top 5, and then he gets to special summon a rock monster to the field. So there is Doki Doki onto the field. So Doki Doki can then trigger its effect to pitch out a rock monster, and it can then special summon a rock monster with the same level as the one that that was sent. So I believe that is a level 4 rock monster that went out. So I believe this is going to at least allow him to bring up. Yep. So here comes the Analyzer. Again, Analyzer could then trigger his effect to then excavate the top 5 cards and then special summon a rock type monster to the field. So that's going to special summon the rock monster he sent to the graveyard, which I think is a Negator. I actually don't know the physical name of it. And so anyways, this is the one that allows him to bounce when it goes to die right there is a bounce to when it hits grave. So really nice little card there to bounce up. So anyways, we have, of course, a few more cards going in. So we have another Synchro plate and going into a �ㄘ𝐒5Brax here. And then �㘘𝐒5Brax is going to trigger its effect to bring out a tuner. Again, the tuner effect really isn't important here. �㘘𝐒5Brax negates the tuner effect completely, but it is still a tuner to be used to tune into a monster. Right now, Gage does not have a wind monster in graveyard, so 𝐓𝐷𝐾 cannot use its quick effect on its opponent's turn. This should be very interesting to see here. So Gage right now does have the board present. So anyways, the two are going to go. That's going to make the Nat Beast, which is a very strong card. Guru not so much against it, but still not a bad card. So anyways, we're going to have a full link here, and that's going to be an Appaloosa for 3. So that is a full on negate once per chain. Negate cannot negate spell cards and trap cards, but can negate monster. Anyways, Nat Beast can negate a spell card by milling one card from its owner's deck to negate the spell card. I believe that is I don't think that's a once per turn. I think Nat Beast is just whenever. Engage is set 1 and ends it with an Appaloosa for 3, which puts it at. They get into the round. I'm going back here anyway, so. I think 36. I think it's 24 right now. Can't fully recall, but I know for a fact it gains 800 for every one of them. So it's 3 times 8, so do the math. So anyways, we're going to set here. Ooh, Guru plays. Guru plays with the best play. So anyways, if you've ever seen Guru, we've had it plenty of times on the channel. A lot older, but it's recent to come back up. Guru, basically, it's about setting the Subterra monsters, and that's really about it. Their best card is their field spell. So anyways, there can only be one. Now Gage is stuck to one type of monster. So he can only have one type of monster, which right now is a rock, a spellcaster, and I think a beast type. So the granite is still going to be able to use its effect here. Is granite a rock? I think he's a rock. I don't know. But anyways, there can only be one means that he can only control one type of monster any one time on the field. Again, no other spellcaster, no other whatever Naturia beast is. I think Appaloosa is a spellcaster. Not sure, but whatever those 3 monsters are, Gage cannot have another copy or said monster. So Gage will have to figure out how to get through that. There can only be one here. So again, he is stuck to it. So anyways, it looks like they're going to go battle, and it's going to flip up a monster. And it looks like it is going to be a Subterra monster, meaning that to it. So I believe that is Guru. So anyways, it's going to get a buff here. It's going to double its defense here thanks to Final Battle. Final Battle also gets to reset itself. Yeah, it's a trap card that never actually physically died. So real fun on that, kids. Real fun on that. Let me tell you, Final Battle has always been one of the best cards. By the way, it can actually flip, even flip Subterra monsters back face down. So it looks like he's going to put that into attack. So yes, that is Guru there. That's in that that glare there. Apologies. But anyways, then doubling the attack of Guru using Final Battle, being able to get through the Naturia Beast. So that leaves only the Appaloosa, which again can still go for its Omni Negates. Its monster Omni Negates. Onto Omni Negates, and Garnet Granite can't do anything either right now because again, Garnet Granite is still anything. So anyways, Guru's going to trigger here to flip face down. So it looks like Gage is going to let that happen. That is going to remove the rock threat onto the board. So I'm not exactly sure why Gary would want to do that. That does make it so that yeah. So Gary will get 1,000 life points here thanks to Gage giving him a using an upstart goblin to draw an extra card. So right now, all Gage is stuck to is whatever Appaloosa is, which I think is a spellcaster. So it'll be very interesting to see how Gage wants to get through this. Again, he is facing down an entire back row here, but the problem is the second he summons out anything, he is locked to that type. So he cannot summon anything else. So it does hurt the Adamancipators here because he is stuck to So it looks like we're going to judgment that effect. So Gary will pay half his life points to negate that effect. It looks like it's going to try to bounce off the there could only be one, which makes complete sense. Gauges definitely cannot play through it. There can only be one because how do you play through there can only be one when your whole deck is rock based?
Pretty sure I can't do this. He activated Hound. I judgment it. The only reason I attempted to judgment it because it's still in special itself.
So this card has one face a special summon.
Do I wait? I think I have to. I think his effect still goes through.
Monster would be summoned or spell trap.
Oh no, I was just saying like I was asking if you control
Okay, so the cost is to target the face-up guy, and then it resolves between hand do special summon. The card would be summoned or spell trap. You have to like negate the summon. No, because it's going to negate the summon. The summon. So the cost of this guy is to target this, and then it will summon itself. So because judgment states it negates the summon, this cannot resolve its effect. So much like where you would pay the cost.
So this will negate this to not.
No,
because this will not get negate that.
No, because the cost here is to target and then turn the card, and if you return the card, and if you do, special summon.
Gotcha.
So because yes, the cost here is to target, but that's just the cost to say that's what I want to target so that I can bring him back out.
Gotcha. So it's like I would use that on the special summon. Okay.
So you effect the special summon this. So since it negates the special summon, it does not.
Where's this go?
Oh, you're gonna.
Or is it? So is that negated or no?
Yeah, it would be negated.
Oh.
If he activates it, then yes, it will be negated by judgment.
Oh, I thought it wasn't. Okay. I'll take the half then.
Again, the summoning condition needs to target that addition to it has a target to special summon.
If it's
but you can negate the summon of it, but you won't negate it because the target is not the cost of it. It's not the cost of the target card to spin back.
Gotcha.
Here it goes.
15.
I will normal.
35.
Apologies, everyone. I know, you probably heard me there talking through the judge card. It was the Hound there trying to special summon itself. It couldn't special summon because then it got judgment. The cost of the Hound is to target a face-up spell or trap card onto the field. And then you get to return that target to the opponent's hand. And then if so, you can special summon it. But because the monster can be special summoned, that fact they can trigger. So anyways, Gary's going to put down the Hidden City here and go with the Hidden City effect, so that's going to allow him to put his Guru face down, and then he's going to have Nemesis Archer. No, not Nemesis Archer, and Nemesis Archer effect is going to then go into battle, and then we're going to follow that up with the final battle. The truest nature of all fun is when you get to play with a get to play against card like there can only be one. I mean, real fun Yu-Gi-Oh here. It's like playing Mystic Mine, except one-sided Mystic Mine. So anyways, we have a Pot of Duality, and that will in chain in response that will go into a anti-spell fragrance. So it's going to so it's going to fizzle here. So this is going to allow it to go off. So anti-spell fragrance is going to keep Gary from playing any more spell cards that turn. He is going to have to set them all like trap cards, but it cannot stop the effect of duality because it does not negate the effect of duality. Duality still gets to trigger because it's in the chain. It is in the chain. So anyways, here is the Fiendish. They're basically the major hand trap for them. So anyways, Nemesis Archer then can trigger its effect when it attacks a face-down monster. It's just going to put it right back into the extra deck. and then it's going to be hit with an imperm, so that means it's going to have to actually go into the battle here. That's going to flip the granite up, and then in damage step, it's going to then trigger final battle. So basically, Gage is just keeping himself alive here and not seeing the final battle come, ripping apart his life points. So App is still there. I think Gary was trying to go in for a direct attack, but he couldn't do it because Appaloosa is still, hanging around for everyone. Again, it still has 3 negates, by the way. That Appaloosa is not negated one thing on the Guru side of the field. The problem, though, Link Monsters does hurt Guru just a little bit because the aspect is you can't put a Link Monster face down because Link Monsters do not have a defense. And nothing I've ever seen is face down attack as of this day and age. Alright, so the question is, it looks like we might be having the effect of Appaloosa go off, and then that's going to hit with the Fiendish. So the Fiendish can negate itself from the field as well. So then it looks like the Guardian is going to then deal with the Fiendish, so that is going to negate the. That is going to negate, and since the Guardian did leave, did leave the field, the supplier can come down onto the field now. Again, the supplier can special summon itself from the hand when a rock type monster leaves the field. Again, supplier did leave the field here because of the fact that Guardian attributing himself for negation. So anyways, we will be moving here to see what Gage is. And if you want to all know, a 18th person just walked in, so for sure we'll be having 5 rounds. So anyways, Gage is taking
We're way too far around, aren't we? It's a game one, round 1 loss.
Alright, so anyways, Gage, I believe, was switching out on the card there. I'm not sure if he got another card or he took something. Alright. So here we go. Again, the Guardian is down. Appaloosa now is at 16k. It will be very interesting exactly how this moves forward here for this field. So anyways, the Appaloosa is going to go down here depending on who attacked it, whether it be Guru or whether it be Nemesis Archer. Either one doesn't matter. Appaloosa is not strong enough to handle eating a final battle to her face. Yeah, you don't only really need to play, I think, like final battle like 2 of. And a 2 of. And it truly is just that amazing. I mean, even at 1 of, it's really good. But again, 1 of risks the chance of you losing it to your opponent. Again, Gary's just showing off he's going to do the final battle play. Again, you have to kind of do it as much as annoying, and then Nemesis Archer is going to trigger here to shuffle back. When it attacks a face down monster, it gets to shuffle back into the deck. The amazement of Guru here. Oh man, yeah, these players are nearly running out of time, and it's quite interesting that Gary and Gage have only been on game 1, and they've nearly spent half the time here on game 1. But anyways, it looks like the Adamantipator spell card is going to trigger here. Again, Gage has to set all his spell cards as well. The anti-spell fragrance is, of course, reciprocal, but if he has to set that last turn, then it's completely fine of moving forward with it. So anyways, he's going to trigger the effect to special summon out a rock monster. It looks like the one that if leaves the field, it'll be able to bounce a card back to Gary's hand, which will be nice. Gage definitely needs to get rid of that. There can only be 1. So it looks like, no, it looks like he's actually going to go for the Water Stone here, actually, instead of the guy who can bounce. Which is a little interesting to me. Well, interesting to me. So anyways, we have an Effect Veiler coming off here with Gary. So I'm not exactly sure. It'll be very interesting. And again, I think it's either rock. No, I think it's still a rock, oddly enough, even though it's a water monster. So I'm not exactly sure what fully happened there. All right. So it looks like we just got a special summon of the Water Rock, Adamantipator, and then we have a set of the good old-fashioned monster. Again, not great because Fiendish is just going to spin something, and I need to go answer a judge call. So enjoy our players.
Back. And this and this. Back to flip.
1, 2.
Search.
Well, I got a
Summon.
Okay, so
Let's go battle phase. Here. Send back to deck. 800. Good. I keep forgetting I keep forgetting evolution.
So it's in hand? Yeah. Even that one is still cheap. Those all hand check.
I go.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I just used band, straight up band. Because everybody only plays this is game 2. I have game 1, but I just want to give you a heads
Let's go battle phase. Send back to deck. 16. 34. Okay.
Super dumb. Oh, no, this is Eric.
So it looks like I missed a party. Gary, did you get game 1? That's what I thought. Guru taking game 1, and it only took 20 minutes to do it. Good job there, Gary. We know we love you. But anyways, Gary, of course, taking game 1 there with Guru. But then again, it was all thanks to the fact of that there can be only one. I think, truthfully, if the Hound had been able to resolve their 4-gauge, it would have gone probably a little differently. At least Gage could have probably had board set up. There was still the judgment to fear on Gauges for Gage to deal with. But it'll be very interesting. Gage definitely still wants to build board presence. He still wants to build board presence here because of the nature of how board presence is. But we'll just have to see how exactly Gage bounces back here with it. Alright, well, we'll have to see here. So anyways, our players are siding in here. Gage is doing the slower method of, taking cards out of sleeves and putting them in sleeves. Big name tournaments, that's a big no-no. But here, I'm not going to call it. As long as you're not spending more than 3 minutes siding out your cards. But anyways, like I said, we have mats today for the winner, and one will be randomly given away. I wish one was a judge mat, but what do I need more mats for? I play one singular card game, and that is Digimon, and I need a mat with the little memory gauge on it. As much as, I love to have more mats, I think I have enough mats in my life. But anyways, today, of course, I have you all a Dawn of Majesty pack, OTS 18 to open, and I decided my luck is very, very good right now with Brilliant Stars. For some godly reason, I can pull all the big name expensive cards from this set. At least everything I've pulled from this set have all been big name cards. So I decided, what? We've done a lot of Digimon. Let's do a Pokemon pack. Pokemon's fun. I still like Pokemon. I don't play the card game. I used to play the card game. But yeah, I actually quite enjoyed it. Quite enjoyed the card game. But anyways, here we go for the second round here for our players. So always, the question is, did Gage want to go first, or did he want Gary to go first? I truly doubt you'd want Gary. Gary is a back row setup deck. But it looks like it's just going to be good old Gage starting out. I've got it too. But anyways, we have the analyzer here coming down. No response from Gary. Again, that will then allow going to go look at the top 5. That's going to make the 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿. Again, the 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 is still going to be able to get that pitch from hand to go for the resolve here. So anyway, the Kikamura Guardian out for the 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿. That's going to allow Gage to special summon, I think, a level 4 or lower monster to the field with 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿. It's either 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿, I think, has to bring out exact level or lower than. I believe it's exact. I'm strongly believing it is exact. But anyways, that's not going to matter because I believe the prank kids are all 4s. So anyways, there goes Roxy's. Roxy's going to go into the 𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵. And then that's going to trigger the Roxy's effect to banish 1 card from Gage's hand. He will then get a draw. And then allow him to summon out the Dropsies. And then when the Dropsies and the 𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 go to make the Bow Wow Bark, that is going to immediately be able to then give Gage an extra 1,000 life points. Even an extra 1,000 life points, and Gage still hurt. But anyways, here we go for the Dropsies and the 𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 going into the Bow Wow Bark. Interesting, he goes into Bow Wow Bark. Most decks I've seen are doing, most builds that I saw at the time were doing more of a doodle do, the bird one.
Yeah, but I don't quite know. I only have to do
Grab effect? Not grab back to that guy. Grand effect?
Yep.
This gets you to Crossroads plus base.
So which ones have you special summons? This one?
And that's it.
That's it, okay.
Yeah. Means I can still use Researcher's Effect and Seeker's Effect. So Researcher.
Yes, it is.
And I got nothing.
So are they just going? Do they just go under your deck? Or
Yeah,
don't even-
they go to the bottom.
Oh, okay.
I will pass.
Omni negate, right? Or monster negate?
Monster negate. Yeah, you're good. I don't care. Why is one good different?
Oh, it's just a slave.
Okay, that's a string. That's a string. But yeah.
It's really funny if I had that.
Drop too good?
It's kind of like a punk package or okay, luck really like
If you start like good spells, you don't have a hidden
Flip. Search.
I will negate and destroy.
I want to negate.
Doing in phase.
One Twister.
Just Corinne, no clue, no. I will draw.
Sure. Oh, wait, you can destroy that.
No, I don't. Uranus effect?
Let's Veiler that.
Okay.
One of my favorite things is just like I still had to took a swing. I just put the you said you got it.
I will enter battle.
Sure.
Battle vertical attack.
Alright. Apologies for being gone so long. The ruling there was not exactly really a ruling. It was a question, and then a card effect wasn't fully read. So anyways, it looks like Gage has 𝐵𝐵 and Granite, and there's a Crystal Wing in the graveyard, and Gary only has the field spell. So yeah, that was very interesting. I missed quite a lot. Apologies. I hope I wasn't spiking all your mics on all your headphones and stuff. I have the connection here to kind of for you to listen to the camera itself. I need to get a boom mic for it. I'm gonna look to probably get that as the next thing. But anyways, we have Gary triggering a pot of extra here. Again, Guru doesn't really ever care about its extra deck. It has never gone into its extra deck in its entire existence. So it looks like 𝐵𝐵 is going to trigger its effect here to it's going to tribute itself to then special summon to add 2 prank kids back to Gage's hand. But Mew does protect 𝐵𝐵 from killing himself with that effect. So anyways, we'll have a set, and then Hidden City is going to trigger that set and flip it face up. Hey, look everyone, it's Guru. Who would have thought? So anyways, Guru's going to allow him to search out a Subterror. Probably the Fiendus, because that is the best Subterror to literally get, because it is their... No, it looks like he's going to get the final battle there. I thought he was probably going to go for a Fiendus. But hey, everyone, look, it's a final battle. Who would have thought? But anyways, final battle's strongly neat. But anyways, City can also allow Guru to have his effect at, like, I think... A quick effect speed, which is extremely neat as well. But yeah, so Guru will have, I think, a quick effect speed right now for a putting cards face down on the field, or setting cards, thanks to Hidden City. So it will be very interesting exactly how Gage gets through this. Again, Gage is completely fine to go through and basically play everything rock. So, looks like a Fiendus was, in fact, in Gary's hand here. There was a Feather Duster trying to remove the final battle and the field spell off the field. But no matter what, a Fiendus will just negate that and flip the Guru face down. We all love when Gurus get face down, everyone, because, you know, when they get flipped face up, we just have to deal with them again. Well, that is going to put a damper into anything. So, anyways, we got the Guardian. It's interesting that... that's all he wanted to do. That Gage didn't want to go in for the attack. Apologies. Had to sneeze there. He just must fear the final battle triggering off here, which is a little odd. But anyways, here comes Hidden City to flip up the Guru. Gary does need to be a little cautious that Guardian can trigger its effect here to negate if he so wished. But I'm not exactly sure what the other one is. I apologize. There is that nasty glare. I thought I had moved the table far enough. But anyways, final battle is going to trigger here. It's going to get rid of the Garnet Grand or whatever one. Probably the Guru here swinging in. He must have not triggered the Guru effect to search, so that way it wouldn't cause the Guardian. I think outside. But anyways, that's just a pass there. But now I know 100% fact now that Guru can trigger his quick effect flip face down. Here. So anyways, it looks like the Hound is going to trigger here again. This time not going to be eating a Solemn Judgment, so it's going to target the field spell, which is a continuous spell card on the field, and it's going to spin that back to Gary's hand, and then if so, it can then special summon itself. Alright, well, anyways, here comes the Bouncer one. That's going to be a little helpful for Gage as well, especially if it gets removed from the field. That'll give him the bounce. So anyways, those two, and that's going to tune into a Naturia Beast. And then that's going to then trigger to... So it looks like no response to the effect. So that's going to send back... yes. No, I guess no. It must flip face down. Okay, I thought it was a bouncer. No, the Hound's a bouncer when it wants to special summon itself. The other one. So, anyways, another pot of extravagance. This is just going to eat the Nat Beast, and the Nat Beast is going to eat Ghost Ogre. So that Nat Beast still gets a trigger off here. Nat Beast still gets a trigger off here again. Ghost Ogre does not negate Nat Beast's effect. Everything still resolves at full speed. Okay, so here comes Hidden City. Hidden City, when played, allows you to search out a Subterra monster and add it to your hand. So a lot of time, this is a way to get Guru to your hand. Again, he can also get Phoenix and Nemesis Archer if he so wishes to get those two as well. Possibility he may be getting the Phoenix as a backup play to keep himself safe. Anyways, flip up the other Subterra monster. So anyways, that will then bring out, yep, that was a Phoenix, so that Phoenix got normal summon. So again, I don't know, can he actually punch? So anyways, it looks like he's going to trigger Guru, so Guru's going to flip them both face down, and it looks like, okay, so it looks like Phoenix is going to trigger there to destroy the Guardian. That way, Guru can put himself face down and put or attempt to put the Guardian face down. So, anyways, battle. That's going to go against the Bow Wow Bark and then final battle with the other Subterra monster and quickly finish that off. So, anyways, this is going to be very interesting. Exactly how all this gets played through. Alright, so here we go. My clock is still a little off to the my phone's clock, just so you all know. But anyways, here we go for the Seeker triggering to then bring out the Kikimora Guardian. The Kikimora Guardian, anytime it is special summon, gets to trigger its effect here. So he does get to add, so that's going to add a Guardian to his hand. Again, the Seeker had to be normal summon this turn. There was no... But yeah, so this is going to be interesting exactly how Gage gets through this. He knows for a fact there is still a Guru set onto the field. There is still a final battle. He just needs more power to beat over anything with final battle. Much fun as I guess you can, say. But anyways, that's going to make the Pyrite. It looks at top 5, and yeah, it adds to hand. Weirdly enough, yes, it adds to hand. The Pyrite is one. But anyways, Seeker can special summon itself to the field. Again, you don't have to worry about it. Seeker can't excavate, but it could do everything just fine. I believe that went into the Andrite. So the question is, the Andrite probably going to trigger its effect here to spin back. I believe that's the Andrite. It could easily be Frozen Fitzgerald. I've seen him play that. I don't think it's Rapti. So, yeah. So it looks like in response to the summon, we're going to final bow to flip up, and then the effect of Rapite will, and then Rap height is actually yes, so it is Rap height. No, Rap T. Android, it is Android. Android gonna trigger its effect as long as Gage has a water type in the graveyard. Android does get to resolve its effect, so Android then is going to be able to spin back. So it looks like I don't know if he hit anything, so it looks like he did. So those two are gonna go back to hand. That once again just gives spin back the right. The field spell is not exactly what I'd keep calling the greatest thing, but no. Okay, so that was Nemesis Archer. So anyways, Nemesis Archer then can, when it hits the graveyard, allows you to add back a. Then it's going to allow you to search and then add a Subterror monster to our card. I bet that is Final Battle there. Again, Final Battle can't be used to turn it set. Again, it's still a trap card. Actually, no, it looks like it was a sub. No. It lets you set a Subterror monster. Okay, no. So anyways, here we go for the Hidden City play again. Hidden City is going to trigger it's more, but again, that's just going to get negated by the Android here, because Android still gets its effect. It's a quick effect as long as it owns it must own a water type in the grave, which it already owns a water type in the grave there. So anyways, that is top. Alright, everyone, apologies. The time has finished, and it is a draw at our main table. Yeah, they drew. What you got? Andrew got it? Alright. So Andrew got it. We got a tie. Hey, Gary playing Guru. Yeah, you know, Gary, every time you play, you gotta give some ties. Good enough that. But anyways, we have one more game out there floating in La La Land. They have a 2-minute extension. And that true. Alright, we are just waiting on one more game now. They have a time extension because of the judge call that I had to go help them with. So anyways, we're just going to stick here because I'm mainly going to just flip right into the next round. But yeah, Guru is back. I still love this deck. I still love Guru in this the way. It's basically, have you ever do you like trap cards? I like trap cards. Everyone loves trap cards. Who doesn't like a trap card? But yes, thanks to Nathan, a local here, coming in, we now have 18 people. There will no longer be any more buys. But yes, no more buys. So I'm just going to leave it here on our players, and I will be back here. But yeah, 5 rounds of fun. 5 whole rounds of it. 18 people. I'm going to feel miserable tomorrow. And I have to play then 8 or 9 rounds of Digimon tomorrow. Blue Hybrid, man. I can't wait to play the mirror matches. All the mirrors. And not know how I'm doing anything in those matches. Because, well, I have no idea about those mirrors. So, we'll be right back here real soon. Alright, everyone. Welcome to round 2. Round 2, right after round 1. We have 2 ties in that round. Anyways, we have Nathan. I think this is his first time playing here at P2Collectibles. Got those good Sabo sleeves. The question is, will he be like Sabo and be a little teary-eyed? And we got Zen. Lost his crown to Jeff and has been taking it back. But Zen has Despia. This is the Despia with the new engine cards from the Alabaz structure deck. And we got PK Fire. Quite a relic and good deck. Is Phantom Knights with good old-fashioned. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting their names. Burning Abyss. Okay, I will be flipping off here for a second so our players can. So I can announce the time to our players. It looks like almost everyone out there is ready to move on to the round 2 here.
Not for intimidation.
There we go, everyone. Despia with their new Despia cards. So anyways, it looks like we have a card getting sent out to the field here, and then that's going to then trigger to. Oh, it looks like we have a searcher and then a cross-out designator as an Ash Blossom was trying to be used. So anyways, I've not looked much into the new Alabaz structure deck, but it looks like the card he sent out allows him to get probably a branded spell card because that's new card unless we're playing Brave Engine Despia here. Is that the Brave Engine? Here? Oh my gosh, is that really the Brave Engine? Yes, it is. It is the Brave Engine. Oh man, here we go, the Brave Engine. Anyways, the Estramia, I think is the name, that gets you the other spell card that makes the Brave token, and then here comes the branded fusion card here. So anyways, the water. Oh, right. So he sent the Water Enchantress to then grab him the Amatra. The Amatra gets him the Brave card, the Adventure card. The Brave card, and then the branded card bringing out the Jester here, the 𝐵𝐵 Jester, and then the 𝐵𝐵 Jester, of course, getting the thing. So anyways, the final adventure, of course, it's probably going to bring out the Griffin Rider because, you know, this engine is to death. Yeah, there's the Griffin Rider that was in his hand. He's going to send the Saddleback to the graveyard, then that's going to bring out the Griffin Rider, and then the Saddleback will then be able to whip itself to the adventure token. Oh my gosh. I know people complain about this engine, but hey, I complained about it too, but I don't even play the card game. But anyways, then we have, I believe, the Fusion Alabaz, one of the Fusion Alabaz cards here. I believe it's either the new ones or anything, but anyways, it's going to send two Despia, probably two Despia monsters here. Well, probably one of them being Alabaz and the other one being the Despia, as I try to find the actual physical structure deck for you all, so I can actually, you know, there it is, 𝐵𝐵 Strike. So now it's going to bring in a dragon. By the way, the 𝐵𝐵 structure deck, so that was branded Fusion there. I knew it was a branded card, and I believe that is in Lubion the Searing Dragon, so then Lubion can pitch a card and then go for like a fusion summon, and then it can trigger for a fusion summon. So anyways, the field is full of a negate with the Draco Backrider, and then we got some stuff spinning around. So it looks like, I think that's the new one, the
Go ahead and activate Mirror Jade effect. Paying cost. Albion, I'll go ahead and banish Aliber. Yep. I'll go ahead and attempt to proceed to end phase. Get some fun there. Albion effect. Set Rain Friend. And then you were good to draw. Go ahead and copy it.
That would have been so nice earlier. Okay,
You're good to copy whenever you want.
what does Mirror Jade do?
So I can only control one. Once return quick effect, I can send a fusion monster from my extra deck to the graveyard that mentions Alabaz Material. That's the cost. Banish one monster in the field. Also, this card cannot use this effect next turn, so it's off right now. And then if this fusion summon card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, so even if you Kaiju it, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls during the end phase of this turn.
Okay, so just to make more stay clear, do you have a negate?
I do not have a negate.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
I will, this is a little bit unusual, but normal silent boots. Channeling
Yeah, that's fine. On summon, or on resolution, I'll go ahead and activate Brandon Red, targeting tragedy in my grave. Go ahead and add this back to hand and then fusion.
Yep.
Fusion off. 1, 2, and 3. for Chimera on a new chain.
What is
Chainlink 1, Chainlink 1
so-
Chimera. This will draw
back,
2 cards.
I need to stop that. So anyways, looks like a lot of stuff has happened. I think Mirror Jade, so I will not attempt to figure out what happened. I'm going to tell you, Nibiru got negated by the Draco back, stopping that play. We have the level 3 guy there coming out. Then we have Boots coming out. That's going to give, of course, a level 3 ability. But it looks like we have a bunch of stuff happening on Nathan's turn by Zin. So I'm not going to attempt to understand half of what happened while I was gone. Just a bunch of stuff. Did just happen. So anyways, it looks like we got a draw 2, and it looks like it's going to actually negate the level 3 monster. Again, I believe it can special summon itself if you have a level 3 monster out onto the field. I know it's actually in this OTS pack, funny enough. But anyways, it looks like we're going to be sending one of the monsters out, and it looks like now we have things on that. I think that might be Mirror Jade. So anyways, we have the Lure of Darkness here, again, drawing 2, but you must banish a dark-type monster. I'm going to throw 1 Mirror Jade, Ice Blade Dragon. Once per turn quick effect, you can send 1 fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. That mentions Fallen of Alabaz as material, banish 1 monster on the field. Also, this card, when this fusion card leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls during the phase of this turn. Okay. So anyways, here we go for another one. The Blaze Albion, triggering its effect when it goes in the graveyard. Zin is allowed to add I believe a branded, either a Despia monster or a branded Spell Trap card to his hand. There's like 1,000 things these cards do. So, yeah, so anyways, now we're going to have to draw for the turn. I'm still not exactly sure. I know the one guy, the fusion monsters from Illusion of Battle of Chaos. I believe it's the secret rare from Battle of Chaos. I'll try to figure out what that one is for you all because Zin has been playing it. So anyways, we have Valor coming out here. Looks like on the either coming out or anything. And that's going to, looks like we got the Draco back, coming back, or falling out of Blaze. Apologize. So it looks like Nathan's just going to scoop up there. I think he pretty much saw the writing on that wall. There was no way he was coming back out of that one. It looked like that definitely was... that game was definitely... So anyways, that one is Guardian Chimera, that fusion monster. I believe that is what it is. 3 monsters with different names must be fusion using only fusion materials from your hand and field with at least 1 monster from each. If this card is fusion summoned by a spell card or effect, you can draw cards equal to the number of cards using material from the hand. If you destroy your opponent's cards control equal to the number of cards used as material for the field. You can only use the effect Guardian Chimera once per turn. While Parmerization is in your graveyard, opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Pretty neat, but I truly doubt that Zin is putting up Polymerization. So Zin is going to take game 1 there. Just proving the power of the new Albiaz structure deck. Now let me tell you, if you're looking for a good structure deck, this structure deck has a whole bunch of reprints that are very, very nice for the structure deck. So anyway, Zin is going to take some time to side out. Looks like Nathan doesn't want to side here. He's perfectly allowed to do so. But like I said, there is a lot of reprints in the set and the Albiaz structure deck. And well worth anything like Ghost Ogre's in there, Called by the Grey, Pot of Extrav, another effect Valor. So anyways, Dark Rune no more. Yeah, Dimensional Barrier, don't know why they're still bringing Dimensional Barrier. It doesn't even work against Lynx. Chaos Dragon Levinair, Starleech Sephiroth, Fallen of a Blaze, Albion the Branded Dragon. And I will be back again once I have another Judge Call.
Your turn to game.
Good luck.
Yep. Well, I would give you good luck, but I don't think you need that. Not with that last hit.
It's the game. skills are gone.
Do you not play Link Garuba?
Wish I would have had that last. Okay.
You should, because you can put a normal summon with make Link Garuba and then attempt to set. Yeah. That's why I couldn't pop it.
I'm going to normal summon Horn Scale. Horn Scale effect.
What does it do again? It's discard for cost, right?
Yeah, discard for cost and then send it from deck.
What's the cost?
All right, welcome back. Anyways, Scales here. Scales is going to activate the set effect to pitch out a scale, but it looks like an effect veiler on the Scales to stop its effect. Again, the Scales would allow him to special summon I believe a Phantom Knights monster to the field. So anyways, 2 sets. So, I mean, there's still a chance for Fogblade to be on one of those sets, which would be a really hampering. I don't know how much 2's in, but we go for the Brave Engine again. So you can banish the Water Princess to get the spell card, the Amaterasu. I believe that's the name of it. I really don't want to go look it up. It's the spell card for the Adventure Engine, the one that searches you the final adventure card. But anyways, we have the final adventure. Then that's going to trigger. He's going to use the Amaterasu. He's going to get the token here because of it. And then that's going to allow him to start the search. So anyways, he's going to be able to then search out the one and only Dracoback Rider. So there comes the Dracoback Rider. And then he's going to be able to get the Griffin Rider then next. Because, you know, the fun of this world. But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of fun when you can play a single engine. But I mean, at least we haven't seen DPE yet. I don't think this deck could play DPE all in its imaginarity, but by the way, the timer is, I did not by accident set it. It is 28 minutes left, so I will not set it here. I apologize. I know you all wanted to watch it, but anyways. Here comes the Griffin Rider here. Then the Dracoback is going to, of course, equip itself to the token. Now the Dracoback is on the field, means that the Dracoback now can be an Omni Negate that shuffles itself back into the deck, because that's how we needed an Omni. We needed an Omni. You need an Omni Gate. So anyways, we have Droplets, Forbidden Droplets. So anyways, Forbidden Droplets, he has to pitch a card out, and then he gets to target that many cards on the field. Oh no, he can send it from field and from hand to then negate an effect and have the attack points of a monster. So anyways, the Griffin Rider is going to eat half. It's going to lose half its attack here, and its effect is going to be negated for the turn. Really nice card to truthfully set. Again, if you wanted to hit more, you had to have sent more cards from your hand. The fun nature of it all. So then we're just taking, it looks like a quick read of it. I think he's just trying to think of it all. So anyways, it looks like the token is going to go in for attack there. Again, Nathan's only at 1 card and 1 set. So Zen is going to set 1, I mean, and that will be the end turn. So we didn't see any of the Despia engine here. We just saw Adventure. So anyways, we have Tour Guide here. I think it's the Gold Rare Tour Guide. And it's an Ash Blossom coming on the Tour Guide. Yeah, it looks like an Ash Blossom coming on the Tour Guide. So then the Wheeler then can special summon itself. Can special summon itself in the field. And then that's going to make the Cherubini. So it looks like Zen has a response on the summon of the Cherubini. So the question is of what he has set. So it looks like he's going to trigger the branded card here. It's going to allow him to, looks like it's going to go for a fusion summon here. It's going to make, I believe, the Chimera. I believe that is strongly what he's making here. That's going to then allow him, of course, to get the draw. Yep, that is exactly what he made. He made the Chimera. Okay, so he did bring out the Chimera here. They're just discussing over the effect here. So anyways, the draw, and then that's going to pop the Cherubini, and it's going to pop the Scythe. And now the Scythe is going to get to be able to activate here. The issue, though, is that the Scythe's a little late. I mean, it can come out if it wants to. But I just don't know how Nathan actually gets past this. Zun basically just has the ground. here. So anyways, we have the branded fusion card here. It's going to allow him to fuse a monster. And Zin is going to take the game. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to round 3. This is the 3rd round of the game. We have, of course, Grant. We know him quite well for Dark Magician, but today he's pulling out good old Stardust. Yep, I know he's got good old Stardust, and Desmond's going to be pulling out Mystic Mine Exodia. The good old card Mystic Mine that Konami April fooled everyone thinking we were getting support for. Good job, Konami. I'm glad it's not true. Lord Jesus. What, making cards that are broken? And break the game? True, true. It'd be more funny if it became true. If that was actually rule support. Okay. Anyways, it looks like almost all our players have finished their setup here, so we will be moving into the 40 minutes here. I will remember this time to actually click the timer for you all instead of, not clicking the timer for you all to look at. So we will have to see how this goes. Mystic Mine is without a doubt a ruthless card to deal with the fact of its negation ability, and then throw in Exodia. It's probably the best way you've ever seen it. Trust me, Master Duel has always had it better. Alright, I'm going to be clicking off here, be moving into the one and only area of doing what we love to do, which is tell people it's time to play. Here we go. So the question is, who got first? So Stardust is all about Stardust Dragon, but also like Stardust Quasar Dragon. So anyways, we're going to start here with this little Sharky guy. So basically, this can be played on your opponent's side of the field. It will push your opponent's hand size at the end of the turn down to 3 cards. That is a continuous. But yeah, but this is pretty neat. Here it is restricting your opponent's hand size, so it is really hard to. I mean, it's not hard to get rid of. Again, it's a monster that you could easily synchro summon with, or turn into. But at the end of the turn, Grant will have to go down to 3 cards in his hand. That is a continuous static effect of that shark, and Mystic Mine and Field Bearer to protect the Mystic Mine. And now we begin. Grant again cannot activate any card effects or can attack as long as he controls more monsters than Desmond does. Now, if both players control the same amount of monsters, Mystic Mine is removed off the field. Now, Field Barrier is a very old Yu-Gi-Oh card that states it protects the field spell from being destroyed. So the barrier has to be destroyed first before the field spell can be destroyed. Also, a new field spell cannot be placed after a field barrier is placed. So yeah, there's interesting ways to get around field barrier, but anyways, this will now push Grant to actually figure out a way to get rid of both the field barrier and the Mystic Mine.
This is tough.
Illumination. I'm going to send a Stardust monster from my deck to my graveyard. We're going to go with Synchron. Static effect, that's why. Okay.
Alright, apologies. But it looks like a few cards were given off here. I know the card right. I'm not exactly sure what all the Stardust cards do, because again, I know a lot of, I think the support came out recently. But anyways, now this card here is going to allow him to put a specific monster on top of his deck, so that when he draws it, it gets a special summon itself from the hand, which I don't know if it will actually be able to trigger itself there. Or maybe this is a different thing. So anyways, we have a normal summon of a Stardust Synchron here. I believe they're full 4, so this is going to go into an 8. Though Fish does get to go back to Desmond's side, since it was Desmond's monster. Again, Mystic Mind is still going to stop all effects. But anyways, Judgment is going to Judgment the Synchro play there. And that is going to put Desmond at 4K. Again, he has to cut half his life points to activate Judgment. So anyways, no problem with the monster. Not that it really matters. The activated effects can't be triggered, but as long as this mind sits on the field. Well, you know, not mentioning that not a lot of stuff can do that. But anyways, so we will have to figure out exactly how. Alright, so it looks like they're. So anyways, it's going to be very interesting exactly how Grant gets through this. When here comes a pot of Duality, a Mystic Mind, a Judgment, and looks like a Reckless Greed. It looks like he's going to add the Judgment to his hand. Again, Judgment is the only Solemn that actually you don't die to, because the fact is it always takes half your life points to summon itself. Now, understand that this Desmond deck does take a lot longer to successfully pull off, because again, you have to get all 5 pieces of Exodia into your hand to fulfill it. I think that's Desmond's like only win condition to this deck. Again, both players. By the way, if you think Mystic Mind is supposed to be destroying itself, that's not possible. Mystic Mind actually can't destroy itself because Field Bearer is actually protecting it. So as long as Field Bearer stands, Mystic Mind will protect itself, even though both players do not have a monster to boot. So it's really, really interesting thing here as I pull up cards with Stardust or relation to Stardust. Again, the problem is that I gotta kind of. It's not Stardust. There we go. Okay, so a bunch of cards are being set. This is the most thrilling of game. I know, you're all giving such thrilling gameplay over there of called literally set cards, and it looks like we had two pieces of Exodia and another Reckless Greed off of that thing. But anyways, the card he's using is Stardust Illumination. The card he sent was Stardust Trail. I'll read you Illumination here. Dawn of Majesty, so yeah, a lot of these cards came from Dawn. Send 1 Stardust monster from your deck to the graveyard, or if you control Stardust Dragon or Synchro monster that lists Stardust Dragon in its text. You can special summon it instead. You can banish this card from your graveyard and trigger 1 Stardust monster you control, increase it or decrease its level by 1 until the end of the turn. So in a ways, it looks like we had a pitch out there. It looks like Grant hit the hand limit. The hand limit in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 7 cards. So once you hit that. So anyways, it looks like we have 2 Shards of Greed over there for Desmond. I believe you hit 3 counters on it. You can pop the crack it to basically draw a singular card. Oh no, wait, no, it's 2 counters on it. Then it's going to be a draw 2 there, just giving Desmond a few more cards and a set. Sooner or later, Desmond's going to need to. And then it looks like we have... Oh, I think this is Amaterasu, so this is going to allow him to draw Legacy of Amaterasu. Going to allow him to draw a card. So anyways, Stardust Trail. If a monster you control is tributed except during this phase, you can special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when the monster was tributed or in hand, even if not, but banish it when it leaves the field. If a Warrior Synchron or Stardust Synchro monster is synchro summon while using this card material, you can special summon 1 Stardust token. Alright. So anyways, we have another draw 2 here for Desmond. Again, he's just trying to dig through his deck to find anything with another Shard of Greed coming down to help, and Grant's just going to pass it there. I think he's doesn't want to sit here and watch Desmond attempt to find his Exodia, pieces of Exodia. I'm going to wait for the day that someone actually pulls all 5 pieces of Exodia in their hand. Not cheating, of course, meaning that they drew it verbatim. Not that I say a Yu-Gi-Oh! Players cheat, but Well, I don't know. Everyone cheats. There's even Digimon players who cheat. I know there was a little controversy of people concerned about webcams and cheating and all that. But I mean, I don't know. Who knows? But anyways, yes. You kind of have to respect Mystic Mind here, just because the nature of it. So anyways, Dez is no doubt about it going to be going second, and Grant is going to be going first here, and neither player cited anything, so it's very interesting. So here we go. I would truly believe Grant wants to be going second, that way he is not having to worry about a Mystic Mind coming straight to his face and merely just locking him out of the game. Especially if the Mystic Mind is backed up by a field barrier. But looks like Grant just passed the turn. Must not have had a good hand. So anyways, here comes a pot of duality. Charlotte agreed. A metaverse and a terraforming, which I still think terraforming should come back to 3. But hey, and metaverse could probably come back to 3. I mean, how many decks are playing field spell? Oh, I guess no, there are a lot of decks now thinking about playing field spells, so maybe that's not the best idea. So anyway, terraforming, it's gonna go look for the Mystic Mind. Hey, look, everyone, Mystic Mind. It's everyone's most favorite card. Interaction. Oh, look, there's the field barrier. He just wanted to come out so he could help the Mystic Mind there. And basically say, hello, let's play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because this is how we want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Nothing against Mystic Mind or anything. I understand its concept, but it's much like the idea of like cheeking game. Okay, so this is very interesting. So it looks like he milled 3 cards, and he's going to... I think that's his next 3 draws, then. Never seen a card like that one. So it must either get it for turns, or that must either be his draws. I'm not exactly sure. But that's a very interesting concept. To know the top 3 cards and then put them face down. And Grant's just going to pass again. So it looks like he gets those 3 cards at a later time. So it must mill 3 cards and then set them out from him a later time. He's going to do it again. Okay, this is very interesting. That's a very interesting card. I won't give credit about that. And they would have thought even a card like that would exist, but I guess it makes sense. But anyway, here's tuning. So anyways, now Grant is going to start a little bit here. So he's going to be able to get a tuner to his hand. Exactly what you kind of need to start a deck that specifies into the tuner world. So anyways, he's going to get the Stardust tuner here. I believe then tuning says he has to discard a card to completely fulfill, I think, the cost of tuning. Oh, no, it's a mill card. I knew it had a cost to it. So anyways, Illumination, Stardust is in there. Again, it does have its own grave effect as well, so it's really nice to have probably in the graveyard. Though I think he would have liked to have used it. But, who knows? I will be right back. Judge call.
Yep. Tribute Trail to special summon Stardust Synchron. Chain 1, Chain 2. Majestic Mirage. Nope. Yeah, add Mirage. Next, I'm going to activate Arriving Light. Offer cut.
It's one of the few hand traps that can actually interact with it.
Synchro for 8.
Yeah.
Oh, they are both banished, I almost forgot.
Yeah, I know.
Stardust.
Yeah.
Chain 1, Chain 2. Chain 1, Chain 2. Reveal to summon. Effect.
Alright, we're back. So anyways, it looks like the Stardust came out, won the little dragons and the dragon Brotar. And now we have Shooting Majestic Star Dragon coming out. And really nice there. It can attack twice and 4K. So Grant takes that one with the power of Beat Stick.
Double attack for 4,000. It works every time.
It truly does. It truly does.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Alright, well, Grant takes the win. At least this time we had more gameplay than we had last time. But hey, gameplay sometimes hurts when the players don't, see cards and pass for a couple of turns. I mean, I'm glad Grant didn't immediately just, die out there, but we had seen. Of course, Desmond was trying not, I think, as much as he didn't want to play at the Mystic Mine, off of the fact of, of having to see, the whether or not anything like that happened. But anyways, here we go. Looks like our players are going to hard shuffle their decks here before they proceed to cutting and proceeding with the full fun of finishing for a game 3. By the way, this is game 3 on round 3. And this is our first game 3, by the way, too. Our first round ended in a tie. So they didn't even get, to round 3, because I'm pretty sure, I think Gage took round 2. And then our first game just went to 2 rounds, because Zen just beat Nathan. But anyways, Desmond is probably going to be taking the first here. He's probably going to want to set up for the Mystic Mine play and go for that off. So anyways, we're going to start off with a pot of extravagance. So anyways, he's going to, Desmond's going to banish 10 cards face down from his extra deck, and then if it's 3 to 6. So if he banishes 6, he gets a draw 2. If he banishes 3, he gets a draw 1. Again, Mystic Mine, I doubt he's ever really gone into his extra deck in my life. So it looks like Desmond's just going to put a few sets here. No Mystic Mine. So here comes the Wabi Dragon, and that's going to immediately put Grant's hand size down to 3 at the end of the turn, and here comes Mystic Mine, and no Field Bearer to protect it, by the way, so this can get removed. So anyways, here's the Legacy of the Amaterasu that will give Desmond another draw. I mean, unless he's going to draw into the next piece, the last piece of Exodia, which I truly doubt. So now the problem again is that Grant is under Mystic Mine, and he cannot Lightning Storm. I know he's playing Lightning Storm in his deck, but the problem is his Lightning Storm cannot resolve because, again, he has a face-up monster card already on the field. Mystic Mine pretty much, the Lightning Storm pretty much requires no field presence. You can't have any face-up cards to fully resolve Mystic Mine. So anyways, tuning here, it looks like he's going to get the Stardust. Looks like no, he doesn't want the Stardust tuner. So he's going to get, he's going to get the Synchron one. Oh my gosh, what's his name? He was in Edison format. No, it's not Junk Synchron. But anyways, he's going to mill a card there. Looks like a pretty trap card. As I try to think what this Synchron's name is. But anyways, it looks like it's just a pitch up for hand size. And then another pot of extravagance. By the way, pot of extravagance must be used at the start of your main phase. It has to be the first thing you do in your main phase. It's incredibly impressive of all that. So it looks like he's going to use the card that's going to allow him to banish 3 cards face down. Alright, well, anyways, that's going to then trigger to allow him to banish 3 cards face down, which is very interesting. I have to figure out what that card's name is. That's a very interesting card. I never thought to put it into like a Mystic Mine deck. Anyways, it looks like Grant's just going to have to go down to hand size here. Again, the Mystic Mine is still very vulnerable to any other form of destruction. Because, again, it does have the Field Bearer there protecting it. But I think that is now turn 2 on the spell card. So he will be able to add, I believe, all 3 of those cards to his hand. Nice little draw 3, I think, for 3 turns without getting them. Pretty neat. I don't know how useful you can be. I mean, Mystic Mine sure will give you the time frame. We'll be able to give you the time frame to do that, but it will be interesting. So anyways, a Dark Rule no more, nothing like that's going to help. So anyways, all 3 of those cards just went to Desmond's hand. So anyways, here we go for another one. So another nice... No, that's a Shard of Greed. Okay, that's actually a Shard of Greed. I was wondering because So anyways, again, hand size, both players are needing to go down in hand size. Again, Grant is being pushed to the hand size of 3, so again, he can't keep the higher hand size. So again, the second he draws 1, he goes to 4, he has to go back down to 3. Again, the wobbly does make that. So here comes a Reckless Greed. Again, no drawing from the deck for his draw phase for 2 turns. Now that can still be you can still take draws from like Shard of Greed and other draw citric cards because it does not stop. So anyways, we have Junk Synchron. This will of course allow for a Synchro Summon. So in the wobbly is going to go back to so it looks like we are going to Synchro Summon. Again, Mystic Mine is still on the field, so no card effects can be triggered. But anyways, it looks like a Judgment's just going to stop I think it's a Quasar. Dragons. One of the bigger Stardust Dragons here. And Mystic Mine is going to go down because, good catch there, Grant. I didn't think for a second. Right, there's no, both players do not have monsters. Desmond pretty much did just remove that, so that he's going to have to figure out how to get through that, with being the fact that he is 4k life points less. So terraforming is going to allow him to get, Mystic Mine. The problem, though, is that Desmond is at a disadvantage because if he summons that Mystic Mine, he needs a singular so this is the problem. He cannot activate it unless he has a Field Bearer to protect it. So this will be very interesting. Now the Field Bearer is up, no matter what happens, nothing you really could do. So anyways, Reckless Greed has been finished. The Shard of Greed will be able to be used here soon to allow for a draw 2.
Wait, I can activate card effects while our monsters are equal, right?
Yeah, if it's all dependent on who has more monsters.
But once you summon that monster,
Mystic Mine and card effects being activated, but Mystic Mine only states that card effects are only not. Opponent can't activate card effects if they own more monsters than your opponent does. If you don't own any monsters, or neither player owns any monsters, well, Mystic Mine's not really doing anything because it actually would be dead, game mechanic wise. So it looks like a few cards went out to grab something that happened to hit a glare point. Half expect it's probably the Stardust Synchro Monster here. Again, Grant can't really play anything, otherwise that triggers Mystic Mine to be fully active. So anyway, Shard of Greed is going to go down here, and that will be to a draw 2 for the Shard. I mean, come on, Des, you gotta have getting close to it. I mean, how many cards have you gone through? So anyways, it looks like we have now the pitch out. And again, here we go for another Legacy of the Amaterasu. So anyways, here we go for, again, this is a little tough on Grant. I mean, the fact is, if he can get a Lightning Storm, he does have it. Because I think Lightning Storm states he can't have any face-up cards up on the field, if I remember the card right. I think that could help him in the end, but, well, unless he can't find it. I mean, he can literally play until Desmond does see the all the pieces. So anyways, it looks like I believe he grabbed, I think, another Shard of Greed, so he can go for another draw. So we'll have to see. It looks like Desmond's deck is getting a little smaller there, so, but I think his deck is double sleeved. So we have another Shard of Greed triggering here, and again, the 3 face downs does mean so. And there is the Lightning Storm, so that will be a full cleanup. And well, how about we just Judgment that? But yeah, as I thought, Lightning Storm states as long as you control no cards on the field, or no face-up cards on the field. No, face-up cards on the field, you pretty much, you can, basically would destroy all your opponent's field. Now, the fact is that would only kill the Field Bearer. It can't kill the Mystic Mine because the Field Bearer has to go first before the Mystic Mine can go down. I mean, you may find the second one, but I mean, Grant keeping this field clear just make sure that if he gets sounds like his second lightning storm. It will allow him to win the game, but Desmond might actually get hit here. He's getting close. His deck's not very big. So it looks like he just passed the turn. But then again, Desmond's deck is all about drawing. So there comes the Shard of Greed effect. A draw 2 is does Desmond have it? Does he have it? Oh, I think this is the second time on stream we've seen it. Exodia is obliterating. I need a big old Twitch meme of this if it happens. It happens twice now, but that's really about it. So I don't think I need to make a meme about it on there. But yeah, congratulations to Desmond, the second player in history for our stream. Now we've had Chris Swire. Chris Swire played it. Oh, he's moving to Arizona. I hope he enjoys the heat and the cactus. Oh, that's sad. I love Squire. But yes. But yeah, so Chris Wire has done Exodia on stream as well. He has done it a few times in the shop as well. But yes, congratulations to Desmond for playing in with the fun of. And we apologize to Grant, but at least we did get to see Grant play out the big Shooting Star Dragon and attack twice for an OTK, basically. You know, because that's all the fun we love to watch. All right. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the end. It's the end. It's officially here. I had to look around. Most of the people we've had here have all been on stream. Our top table is Zen. Zen still is top dog around here. So, yeah. Zen is top dog right now. It would matter for the pair down with Gary. But as of right now, Zen is top. But yeah, we should have some very fun mentions. But anyways, we have Trenton with 𝐿𝐷𝐿. He's the man, the myth, the legend with 𝐿𝐷𝐿. And that is everything that you know about 𝐿𝐷𝐿.
No random packs this time because.
So it should be pretty interesting here as our players roll off to find out who goes first or second. And we will be moving to the timer. I really want to go home. There's a limit of how much Yu-Gi-Oh! A man like me can take. Too much Yu-Gi-Oh! I couldn't imagine playing regionals, side decks, all of it. Give credit to like Trenton, to like Nolan, to like all our big named competitive regional players. They can last this longer than I can. Except I don't know if they're playing till 9 at night. Alright, I think a majority of everyone. I'm just trying to take a look around the room, see how things are looking before we jump into the final rounds here. But I think majority doesn't look ready. I should just, I don't know, majority doesn't look ready. I'll give them another few seconds here to get ready. And I will be starting the timer here. Here we go. We've seen Trenton play 𝐿𝐷𝐿 plenty of times before on the channel. But anyways, this is Brave 𝐿𝐷𝐿. So anyways, we're going to start off with the Brave engine here. Starting off with the Amaterasu. That's going to get you the Brave token. That's going to get you the Adventure card here that you could then use to basically, I think, like the Draco back. And, of course, the Griffin riding. The fun of it all. So anyways, I believe that's the Griffin Rider that he just had there. No, that doesn't look like Griffin Rider. It might be. But anyways, there's the Draco back card, and then the secondary effect here. I believe this is going to be the. Yeah, there's the Griffin back Rider. All right, so we have, of course, Alright, well, here we go. Anyways, the Griffin Rider and the other one went out. There is now Furo de Lis, the Omni Negate on the field. Still a very expensive card, but still a very, very good card, nonetheless. Wind, beautiful, just a beautiful Omni Negate. But anyways, this is very interesting, Magic deck. I have no idea what. Oh, I think he's playing the Rose cards in here as well. Pink Rose, Red Rose, and then the Rose card that brings them back. I think it goes Red Rose, and then Pink Rose can come out, and then one of them can get the its specific an archetype like Monster Reborn card. So yeah, I did actually see this in Charlotte come out. I don't exactly never really read into this, but this is a very interesting concept here of using these dragons to actually help the Magic Key. Though we have not seen a Magic Key card come out, we've seen an Adventure Engine begin with a token. It's attached to a Draco back, a Griffin Rider, a Red Rose Dragon, and then a Pink Rose Dragon, and then Fleur de Lis. That's about it. We have not seen Magic Keys. Well, oh well, maybe we'll find some Magic Keys soon. I'm not sure if this is how Trenton wants to end his board on a Fleur de Lis. I'm not even sure if the Red Rose. But alright, so it's for me kind of interesting how exactly Trent goes forward here, because he does still have the Rose card. I think it is the in-archetype Monster Reborn, but I think it has to. I think it targets one specific one. Let me see if I can find them. Like I said, I was watching some stuff over the Charlotte, and I happened to see that card was coming into effect. See if I can't find out how exactly he's gonna go for, as Trenton kind of just takes his time here to really figure out his combo plays. Red Rose Dragon. Anyways, we have the Red Rose Dragon here, and I think then it goes into Pink. Is it Pink Rose? Pink Rose Dragon? Pink Crystal. No, that's. I know it's a Rose Dragon. Swore that that's what they are. But anyways, it looks like well, the Rose Dragon disappeared here. Or maybe it's the White Rose Dragon. Because there's the Blue Rose, the Red Rose, Blue Roses, White Roses, Red Rose. I think I've read enough Red Rose Dragons. But anyways, it looks like we're going to go into the Crystal Hockey Fibrax, which is going to get 001. Those two are going to go into the Aurora Dawn. 3 tokens coming on out. Coming on out. No, I know they're the Rose Dragons. I just cannot recall what type of Rose Dragons they are, what their actual physical. I swear I thought it was like the Pink Rose Dragon or White Rose. Yeah, I don't know. Things go out. I'll go read the Red Rose. But anyway, so we have, of course, now a Herald and 2 tokens. And that was it. And the Dark Rule no more, especially going to put it into that board. So anyways, we have the Prank Kids. Roxy's coming down, and then it looks like the researcher coming down. That's going to get to the water rock, a rock of water. Let's see, it puts someone on Rose Dragon from hand or deck. Then if it was in, alright, I have no idea. I know for a fact. Oh wow! Thank you, Louis Vanton, Louis Vanton. I apologize if I just butchered your name, but I'll just call you Louis. Sure. Thank you for the follow there. Much appreciated. But anyways, the card in the glare there is still Prank Kids, Roxy's, and here we go for the. Looks like the researcher was able to bring in another card and see what he actually brought. Then we have a Doki Doki, probably off the Rapti, when the Rapti was summoned, and then here comes the Analyzer. Coming out onto the field. Gotta love that Analyzer again, being able to then excavate the top 5 cards of his deck to special summon something. People, if you've never seen, Trust me when you say I don't think you've ever want to see this deck when it was at full power. Go to Master Duel. Congratulations. You can watch it at full power. And I will be right back, everyone. I have to go make a judge call.
Alright, that's great. Stand by.
They were both banished because they were summoned by their own.
Trevor gave Rugal the Silver Sheller. I'll be on the Branded Dragon.
But before I changed it, it was like $7
Correct.
Double its own level.
Special summon.
Effective Dragon.
Truck Brigade, Shrewleg, the Ominous Omen.
Jesus Christ, 4 of them?
Yep. My turn gets will be 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And that's going to be a.
Properties effect. Banishing Guardian, Jewel 1, special drops.
Stand by.
He mains Dark Ruler no more.
Yeah.
And I didn't have Beto access, so.
Link 2, and
All I could do was end on Baron Harold. Yeah.
Jacob, did I hear one game travel?
Alright.
Gaining 1,000.
Yep.
This is a patron, so I would say,
I cannot kill you this turn.
Oh,
Yeah, Dokula no move. You don't take battle damage.
right.
I'm getting Lego Star Wars. It looks like a lot of fun.
I like it.
I've always loved Legos games, you know? Lego's always been fun.
I cannot.
That was still on field.
Oh, it's Rock Rose Dragon.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Rose Dragon.
I will now return that to hand, using Magical Hound to special summon itself.
In response to the summon, all these back and go
Okay, then.
I will then sink 5.
Yep.
Well, hello there. I guess I missed another. Shut up. Thank you to 𝐴𝐓𝐃𝐄𝐒 for the follow as well, man. People just love the content today, you know. People love the content today. But anyways, it looks like here that
Sink 3.
Church is getting cleaned up
Sink
here.
4 using 3.
Here's Nappy's, there's an Nappy's on the field as the
I will
and the
then
right hands on the field as well.
end my turn.
Because right now,
Stand by,
but
I
anyway,
will
the other one
activate.
was the Rock Road.
Trying to keep me from scooping, even though it didn't fucking
So
matter.
it looks like a wrap up there.
Can we get a ripped chapter turn
Definitely was struggling a little bit there. As you can see, he definitely did not see anything out of it. Got out into everything and the Dark Souls said, no more! Onto that feeling of losing a decade. As Dark Souls. I think everyone knows my I try. I mean, that's the whole fun of it.
Yeah.
It's the whole fun of it.
Because what good is it if you just have bland commentary, right? You gotta make it colorful, exciting.
Yes. Oh, I mean, how much siding can I get with Yu-Gi-Oh? But who knows? I'm the person who doesn't know all the card effects who has to read here and says, that card looks interesting. I think that card looks interesting. What is that card? But anyways, I was able to see that the other dragon, the one that is now used a lot, is Rock Rose Dragon. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one card that specifically lists Black Rose Dragon in text from your deck to your hand, except Rock Rose Dragon. While this card is in your graveyard, if a face-up Rose Dragon monster or plant synchro monster you control is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect, you can add this card to your hand. So it's pretty neat. And of course they have their, that was a lightning overdrive. I wonder, I think, were they all lightning overdrive? I mean, I still think about it every now and then, just so you all know, folks, about getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh, playing more, you know. But it's always different for me. I mean, I definitely don't like the format, but I'm definitely not paying the money for the adventure engine and all those engines. I definitely pick more stuff that I would, prefer more or less to play and have fun with. Nothing against everyone who, you know, likes the current format, but I don't know how many people could say in a poll, do you like the current format? It was like Digimon players. Did you like Lord Nightmon? No? Well, congratulations on the format. I mean, this format's not fun. This format's pretty more interesting even if you can handle Blue Hybrid. Most decks can't, but, I mean, if you get around Blue Hybrid, you're pretty much going to be fine in the competitive scene. But anyways, I truly believe Trenton is going to be taking first here. He's going to reveal the Chalice Slime here. That is going to then allow him to discard a card, and then he's going to special an incantation to his field here. This is, of course, is his major points. I do have the video a long time ago where I did use his deck before, of course, all the Braid stuff came out. But anyways, here comes one of the incantations. Then this one is, of course, going to be able to get him a ritual monster, so that allowed him to get Barbados. And then the water Temperance Lady is going to get him the field spell that allows him to get the adventure card and the adventure token because, you know, the adventure. Brave engine. Pay your money, kids. But anyways, I mean, it's literally in every deck. That's the thing. Admiratus, I think is the name. But anyways, here comes a Brave token. Then that's going to get a final adventure to the field. Nothing against this engine, personally, but I find it's weird that everything is literally this engine and everything is literally also DPE. So do you like DPE? Do you like Brave engine? Congratulations. You are going to love the format of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because every deck was shoving the engine. But anyway, here comes the Griffin Rider, and then we're going to get that good old Draco back. Yep, there it is, because apparently I can know these combos, even though I've never seen enough of the engine deck. But anyways, Mafty is now going to let him to Ritual Summon, and then he's going to be able to bring out Barbados. The Barbados is going to let him search out the field spell. The field spell is then going to let him search out, normally it's Mafty, but he's already spent the Mafty, and the Mafty can return to his hand, but this is going to get him the one that gives an extra normal summon of a Magic-y monster. So yeah, that's going to be, that should be quite fun to see how this goes. So how exactly does he go from the Barbados, the Griffin Rider, and an adventure token? So anyways, he's going to activate the final adventure search here. He's going to get the Water Priestess. He's going to discard the Draco back attached to the token. And then that's going to special summon. And he's going to summon the Water Princess, and then those two are going to go off to become 𝐿𝐼 𝐿𝐼 brings, I guess this one's going to get Red Rose Dragon. And those two are going to go off to make Fleur de Lis, and then we're going to go into probably Rox Rose Dragon. Oh man, how do I know half of this combos? Watch enough gameplay, I guess you get used to it. Anyways, there's Rox Rose Dragon coming to... I mean, isn't that every dot deck right now in the format?
Talking to the Brave Phantom Knight player, so yes.
Yeah, good for you. Anyways, he's going to add, and then of course a card here off of it. Alright, I have to go answer judge calls. I will be right back here.
You good, Alex?
Yeah. And then I will activate
Normal. Wait, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You cannot do that unless you have half the cost. You can't pay the cost.
Throw mine.
Or afterwards, or half the cost.
Throw mine effect to set.
Either way here, you would not be able to get
Anaconda pay 2.
You need to have the card activated in the first place.
Everything must have already got damage.
Okay, so we'll get that card.
Yeah. Is DP gonna come out here too? No, the other one.
No, Dragoon.
I'm glad it's not DP. I'm glad we're not shoving all the engines in the deck. Trenton, I'm mortified.
Good. You should be.
Here we go.
Pass turn.
So anyways, we have
Alright,
the
there you
fire
Yes.
hunter over there. We have Anaconda to make the groom. And we have the Vibrax and
Bullshit,
Anaconda.
this takes it over the top.
Nolan, if you were to play that, you would
So this is
mortified, but you would be
quite the
sanctified.
fun little interesting
Especially good.
presence we have here. And now we have is obfuscated. Anyways, we have the special summon of the Analyze. Basically, Cyber Dragon and then the normal summon of the Roxy. So that is the question of the day.
Almost good.
How exactly? Yeah, you gonna get through that?
Expensive shit, but
It is a non-critical monster.
You know that song, right?
He's playing my adventure.
I'm still running the microphone on my camera. All right, well that should be fun. Looks like Trent's taking a minute to really decide on this Roxy's trigger here. So it looks like that trigger is going to be good. So pitching out an Entei Spell Fragment's not really going to help. And then that's going to make out the Dropsies. And then the Dropsies and the Meow Meow Mew to go into Bow Wow Bark. I don't know why they're not going into the Doodle, but hey, Bow Wow Bark works for me too. But who knows? I love Bow Wow Bark much as the next guy. Anyways, so we Gage will get 1,000 life points here, and unless that got negated, no, it looks like he just, was spending the time getting the 1,000 life points in on his calculator, and then that will bring out the Roxy's. So that still gives him a Analyzer and a Roxy's, and I've yet to see him trigger the Analyzer effect. So I mean, I don't know how you get through this board. The problem is you're definitely, I think, facing down the negate from the Magic-Key Synchro. You're facing the negate from the Baron. And you're facing the negate from Dragoon. So yeah, that's a lot of negates going at your face. Now, yes, Bow Wow Bark can run over 2 of those, and 𝐂𝐍𝐿 Vibrax can trigger his effect to Synchro Summon. So now we have Granite Garnet coming down, triggering the effect of Granite Garnet. Is that going to take a response from Triton? And is it? Yep. So we have the Baron activating its effect to negate, destroy the Garnet Granite, and Hikikomori Guardian gets to come on down because again a rock type monster did leave the field while he was in the hand. And Gary, do you have something to report? All right. And then Zen hadn't reported yet. And Zen is our full-on champion for this for the day's tournament. Congratulations to Zen. He's taking his crown back. Alright, well anyways, the Chow Slime is going to come out here, and that will, because of the Dragoon play here, and I think Gage is scooping it up there. Yeah, it was pretty much, there was no ways in Gage is going to get through that board presence that Trenton put up. So, it would be very interesting. I know this deck can put up, Adamantipated can put up defense. I just don't know if they can put up a board presence to really beat Magic-Key. Now, Andrite, and Reptide are really good, yes, but again, to even truly facilitate their quick effects on your opponent's turn, they have to have specifically a water and a wind type monster in the graveyard. Alright, so it's very interesting here exactly who's going to be wanting to take the first. In all reprimand, I think it's truly Gage who wants to take the first, but I really don't know. There's a lot of struggle here to thoughts of where exactly who wants to take. I definitely don't think you want Trenton to go first unless you have enough hand traps to tear through Trenton's board presence, like Dark Rule No More. Even the Birus, you need ways to disturb Trenton's plays. Otherwise, you're definitely going to struggle through the battle. It's just the nature of it. So, I really don't know who would want to go first. Personally, I would strongly suggest that Gage take first here. just because I think it would definitely help Gage going first, setting up his board presence. But even then, I'm not completely sure. Because even if Gage does get to go first, he have to at least set up a board with some negates and be ready for the comeback with Trenton, which is not impossible for Trenton to do. This deck can make quite the board presence if it gets everything right. Now, going first means you can set imperms in your imperm columns. You can have those. You can have the hand traps and maybe set up and hope the Andrites and Raptees can actually trigger their effects, though Raptide is not as useful since Raptide's effect is mostly to spin something back from your opponent's graveyard. So, not exactly great, but it definitely probably would help. The problem though is letting Trenton set up first means you're gonna have to hope that you can draw something that can break the board. And if he goes into another DPE with Baron, no, not another DPE, Dragoon and Baron sitting both there as an Omni Negate and a two Omni Negates, it's not going to be fun, especially one Omni Negate that you can't target to destroy it, because that's how everything works. That's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. But, we have a bunch of card effects that target. We got card effects that target. Alright, apologies, I had to yell out some time. Anyways, my clock is over 10 minutes, over a minute time. But anyways, it looks like Gage is going first. He's going to start with the rock here, and then he's going to summon out a Seeker. The Seeker is going to go start that excavating to discover a rock. This is the one that will set stuff face down if it hits the graveyard. Not exactly the greatest. Alright, so we've sent out the Seeker. I believe that is Raptide. Yes, that is Raptide. I can see it in the shadow. It makes complete sense. Anyways, we're going to bring out the Researcher here. Researcher is then going to go excavate. And then he's going to go look for everything as well. That's going to get a Guardian. That's not bad. The Guardian is a negate as long as, again, the Kikimora is all required that you control, that you must have a Earth or another Kikimora on the field to resolve. An Earth in hand to resolve, to keep it from blowing itself off the field. Not impossible in a deck that runs all rock. Anyways, the Rock and the Researcher are going to go become a 𝐒𝐓𝐃𝐈𝐒. This 𝐒𝐒𝐃𝐈𝐒 is going to make the Hound. And, the Crystron 𝐒𝐒𝐃𝐈𝐒 is going to bring out the Hound, which is the only tuner. Again, the tuners get their effects negated when they're coming off of 𝐒𝐒𝐃𝐈𝐒. So, yeah, you don't ever want to bring out a tuner, especially the three tuners in this deck, which are Analyzer, Researcher, and Seeker. You don't want to bring them out on 𝐒𝐒 because it instantly just negates their effects and you won't be able to excavate. So right now the board presence is still a Raptide, and the Guardian just went out with the Hound. That is going to make a Nat Beast not a bad card, because the fact is that it does remove any spell cards activating. Then here comes the Adamantipator Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn, the Seeker. The Seeker can't trigger again. All of the guys are hard ones per turn, but this does allow you to put, if you bring out an Adamantipator monster using it, allows you to put an Adamantipator monster on the top of your deck. So that Analyzer can now go on top of Gage's deck. Oh no, you just get to add 8 Adamantipator to your hand. Alright, so anyways, all 3 of those are going to go out into probably an Appaloosa, which is not bad. That is an app for 3 and a Nat Beast. I don't know if that is enough to truly give Gage the win, but it's a defense against an Appaloosa that is once per chain effect, a monster negate, and a Nat Beast that can negate spell cards. Of course, with the temptation that you need to, you do need to mill yourself. You do need to mill yourself to do it. So we'll have to see exactly where Trenton goes from here. He is staring down App and Nat. But good job to Gage. I was a little. Alright, we're getting closer to people finishing up here as we come to the end. Again, Trent just taking his time to really think about it. I'm not exactly sure how he can get through it. I truthfully told I don't have Trenton's deck or any way to really know what Trenton's deck is really playing. So it's like I can't really tell someone, oh, Trenton's deck is playing this, so maybe you should do that. But anyways, well, that's one way to do it. A good old Forbidden Droplet. Now the problem is, he needs to pitch out 2 cards to hit both the app and the nat. Otherwise, 1 card can only hit 1 of them. But yes, that will remove both their effects. So anyways, he's going to go, it looks like the Magic Key Normal Monster and the spell card he's been getting off of the Rose Dragons when he's going that path. So that will negate both of their monsters' effects and have their attack. App, I'm pretty sure, doesn't even have an attack anymore. But anyways, here Prawn's pre-preparation of rights. He can add a ritual monster to his hand, and if there was a ritual spell in his graveyard, he could be able to add that. So we will have to see exactly how Trent moves forward with this. Now, he is pretty much safe. The Nat Beast North, the Appaloosa can disturb him anyway, but he still has to concern himself about that face down. Because that face down can still be anything he could fear. So it looks like
Surprisingly, outside of the 2,
taking a second as if he's doesn't have a target.
and I might have one of my breeds.
Does he not have the
No, we have
physical
plates.
target in it? Or did he? Oh, did he side? So it looks like he might have sided out something here. Okay, so I just heard him. He somehow removed all 3 of his Child Slimes from his deck, which is probably what he was going to grab. I think that's what he wants, so that he can begin the 𝐒𝐶temptation plays.
Don't ask me how, but I did that.
So, anyways, I don't know what he got, Barbados or the Glacier Illusion. Okay, so it's a chaos, Dark Illusion. The new Dark Magician card from Battle of Chaos. Everyone's using also. I mean, 6 piles love them too. Okay, so anyways, here comes souls. There's souls in this deck too. We might as well just call this Magic-y pile. Anyways, that's going to remove yet another Dark Illusion. Trooper special summon itself out onto the field, and then here comes the second Dark Illusion to showing itself to get a Dark Magician card added to the hand here. Strongly neat, really neat. Anyways, another souls, because that's all we need is more souls. I need a soul. I need a soul. But anyways, afterwards, when you do that, you have to put a card on top of your deck per the effect of Dark Illusion. I just don't know how he's going to play through this. This is very interesting. Right now, he's a soul, and all he's really done is... okay, well, normal summoning a soul, and then those 2 cards are going to go out. And then we're going to go... And I believe... Wow, this hurts. Trenton was unable and sided out all his objects.